Turnbuckle TV. House of Bricks Pro Wrestling brings you action from Cage by the Bay. This week, we look at what happened when the voice of House of Bricks, Tim Weisberg, and the House of Bricks heavyweight champion, the Thunder from Down Under, Michael Foster, finally collide. Over the past several years, two men, one the voice and one the champion, have crossed paths.
That's not Devin Baker's music. That's actually the music of former House of Bricks heavyweight champion Michael Foster. Of course, at Brickiversary, he tried to regain and... Listen, it was an Australian strap match. Yeah. And he lost.
A vote! And I didn't get my rematch? No. And you guys think this is the way we're going to do this? I tell you what, this is what I think about your random lottery title shot.
Obviously, Michael Foster not happy with the championship committee's decision to have the first ever open season lottery and ripping up the results and now just throwing them onto the ground. Well, as the former champion... Got to show you with a chair from the outside. Captain of the gym. Referee getting the room. Whoa, Captain Australia. Small package.
And one quick count on the part of one TJ Richter. But your champion, your new champion, much to the chagrin of one Tim, Captain Australia.
Here's your winner and new House of Bricks heavyweight champion, Captain Australia.
Once again, Captain Australia.
You upset the understand?
From behind, leaned at least to Coca. He's been unmasked as Captain Australia. Now what is Tim doing? Tim! Tim cannot put his hands on any of the wrestlers. Tim has been told.
It's finally come to a head, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally going to be on. Tim Weisberg confronting Foster.
And Foster is now struck. Tim is down.
Tim Weisberg isn't a wrestler. He can't handle this type of injury. He can't handle the type of damage from a ruptured lung. This is devastating. I've watched non-wrestlers have permanent injuries and damage from something like this.
Right here, Foster just laying a beating on Tim Weisberg, not a trained professional.
Driving a forearm in the carotid artery and jugular area of one Tim Weisberg.
Referees are out here. House of Bricks owner Brickhouse Baker here. Come on.
What are you doing? Wrestler. I want this duly noted. He put his hands on me.
No, he didn't. Yes.
Taking care of plenty. You always have been.
Goddamn right, 'cause I
But
heard
man,
it.
you lousy at putting up tricks. Okay?
Get in the room!
You try to pull a fast one on us again with that cap in Australia. We're not stupid, but in professional wrestling, we are not forced to take masks off wrestlers. It's against rules, trust me.
Goddamn right.
But when you're an imposter, like Foster, you just need to do this. Listen, this is the last show of the year. This is what's going to happen. Listen, now, one, you're disqualified. Okay? Turnbuckle is still the House of Bricks heavyweight champion. Because you are not Captain Australia, are you? You don't want to do that. You want to take your mouth in your green ass boots and walk them up that curtain right now, buddy. Yeah, you're going to hear from me in a few days. Okay?
That's fine, Bill.
Hey, listen, so you see it. Listen, so you see it with your own eyes, okay? Here he is. Everybody remembers when Foster punched Tim Weisberg and got suspended. Alright, I run this company. I run camera. I usually don't do things, but when stuff like this happens, I have to say something because I run this stuff. As of right now, Tim, I know that this has been going on for a while. Alright? Foster got suspended when he hit you. Okay? But now, listen now. It's only fair that I have to do something to you for interrupting Foster's match. Listen, you put your hands on him, you got your ring, it's still the same. But your complaint the first time was, I'm not a wrestler, why'd you hit me? Tim, are you a wrestler?
I am not, but I was saving somebody.
I'm not saying that. That's why we have other people that are wrestlers. They were coming. They're downstairs. They can't tie it up here. But you can't take things into your own hands. Okay? I need you. I need you to arena that. I don't need you beaten up. Okay? So now look, your head's all beat up, you're all bruised up for what? Okay? Listen, I'm not going to do nothing right now because you're incoherent. Alright? But I'm just saying, it's not fair that I don't do something towards you. Alright? Okay? We'll talk about later on. We're taking time off. I'll talk.
The challenger, Sweet Scott Ashworth! Yeah!
Well, that's a switch up. Maybe Mr. Mike Foster had a little talk with Sweet Scott Ashworth in the parking lot.
And what does he do? He walks in the ring and immediately hits Tim again.
To the Mike Foster Show. To the House of Bricks Heavyweight Championship. Mike Foster Show.
Finally, something worth watching.
Question. Where is Scott Ashworth? Maybe I will talk until each and every one of you shuts your mouth and shows me the respect I deserve.
Good luck with that. We're not in Orleans.
He'll wait till the cows come home to wait for that.
I'm curious where Scott Ashworth too. A guy who's not even in the title picture, and you put him in the title match. You put the title match in the middle. There's special rules
he should have turned around.
However, it seems that as of late, with Cage by the Bay on the horizon, it's been heating up.
So it has come to my attention that on August 16th at the King Phillips Yacht Club in Fall River, Massachusetts, that the House of Bricks is going to be having a reunion show hosted by Tim Weisberg and John Cena Sr. That's great. And I learned that through social media. I also learned through social media of the card. The card that doesn't have me, Mike Foster, the House of Bricks heavyweight champion when that company came to a close. Not only the retired champion, I am the longest reigning heavyweight champion from the House of Bricks. I've held this title more times than any other wrestler in that company, and I have the longest title reign of anybody that's ever held the belt of this company. I am the House of Bricks. How dare you, Tim Weisberg? But that's not going to be the last you're going to hear of me. Now that I know of this show, I'm going to come crash your little party at the King Phillips Yacht Club on August 16th. And at 7 o'clock, I'm going to kick this show off with a bang. Woo! I'll see you then, Tim.
You know, I thought my time as a pro wrestling ring announcer had come to an end, but then when I heard about young Michael and his need for a kidney, well, that kind of hit me right in the heart, because a lot of people might not know this, but since the last time I stepped into a House of Bricks ring, I went through a bout of kidney cancer, and I actually lost one of my kidneys to cancer. So I know how serious of an illness this can be. And so naturally, when I heard about this new fundraiser event that was taking place, I wanted to be part of it. And I never thought all of that stuff that had happened, all of these years between myself and the Thunder from Down Under, Michael Foster, would get in the way of helping a young man with his medical needs. But apparently, Foster just can't let it go, like the nugget that he is and he's always been. So he wants to come on Turnbuckle TV and talk about me. Well, I don't know if you're aware of this, Michael Foster, but I'm not the same man that I was the last time that I stepped into a House of Bricks ring. Not only am I down one kidney, I'm also down about 100 pounds. And I'm no longer afraid to get a little physical and rough up if need be. So in the past, yeah, you've knocked me down. In the past, yeah, you've thrown me to the ground. You've pummeled me. You've beaten me. You've gotten me to the point where I didn't want to get into a ring anymore. But that's the old Tim Weisberg, Michael Foster. No, now I'm a new man. And while I may be physically less of a man, I have become more of a man as a result of that. And I'm no longer going to get pushed around by the likes of you. You may be the House of Bricks heavyweight champion, but you're always going to be a chump to me. And from now on, you won't have Tim Weisberg to push around anymore. So Michael Foster, bring your ass down. Bring your ass down. I want to see what happens when you get into that ring to kick off the event. And I want to see what happens when you try to get in my face again. Because as I said, I'm not the man I used to be, but I'm still more man than you'll ever be.
And welcome back in hour number 3 of the program here on Wednesday morning, Wrestling Wednesday. For the second week in a row, we're going to be talking wrestling on Wednesday. And today we're going to be talking about a very special event that is happening this Saturday at the King Philip Yacht Club in Fall River. It is House of Bricks Pro Wrestling's big return, their big reunion show, and it's Cage by the Bay. And joining us now, we have the executive producer of House of Bricks, Jordan Raposa. Good morning, Jordan. How are you today?
I'm good. Good morning, Tim. It's been a while since we've had a conversation.
Absolutely. And you know what's funny is I think the last conversation that we had is, hey, Jordan, are we going to do this again? And you said, no, absolutely not. But then when something comes along like a cause like this show is for, how can you say no?
Absolutely. And, you know, as many times as everybody has sometimes just been like, you know, no, we're done. We had a great run. There's always a good cause like this one for Michael that we got to get together and do it. And it's good to see everybody.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years since the last reunion show, right?
Yeah, the last one was in 2022 when we had raised the money for the basketball club for the King Philip Yacht Club.
So tell us a little bit about Michael and his story.
Michael is actually the nephew of one of our wrestlers, Everett Briggs. I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything. But, and to be quite frank, Everett Briggs is a personal friend of mine outside of wrestling. And this, his story came across all of us, and it was, he's an 18-year-old kid fighting, looking for a kidney transplant, and he's 18. He's a kid, and that's just a struggle to deal with. And, I mean, the kid is still going to work. He's still living his life without letting this affect him. So everybody's been trying to get together and do as much as they can to help out him, his family, and everybody involved in this. And we're just trying to do our small little part, whatever we can to help.
And Everett Briggs is somebody who has been there for so many other people in the community when they've needed help. He's been on these shows before to help raise money for others. So when it's somebody in his own family, it makes everybody else want to come together and help all the more.
Absolutely. I mean, wrestling it's a big family. I mean, there are people that spend birthdays, Christmases, graduations, weddings. We're a family. So when something like this happens, it doesn't just affect one person, it kind of affects all of us.
And what's interesting about this, too, is, House of Bricks may have not been putting on shows, but all of these wrestlers who are part of House of Bricks have been out performing at other shows and doing other things. So it's amazing that every time we come back together to see, it's great to see the veterans, the guys and women who have been doing this for a long time and are helping give back. But it's also great to see the progress that some of the young students that Brickhouse Baker has been teaching over the years, to see how they have improved and upped their game.
I can give you a perfect example is AJP, who started, not that he started with House of Bricks, but really came into his own as a singles competitor and kind of being able to branch out to a different audience. And now he's going to be involved in a main event in a cage match. And, to be honest, AJP has been involved in a lot of firsts for House of Bricks. He was in the first House of Bricks ladder match. He's going to be in the first House of Bricks steel cage match. And him and, his opponent for the night, BMT, both tremendous talents. And it'll be a great clash of old school and new school meeting for the first time inside a cage.
And I still say to this day that ladder match that he was in was the best professional wrestling match I've ever seen in person.
It was probably one of the top 3 matches in House of Bricks history, in my opinion.
And what can we expect then? Because we've got the steel cage for Cage by the Bay. What can we expect on Saturday night?
Quick rundown. We have, like I said, our main event for the evening will be the entitled AJP taking on the King of New England, BMT, inside of the steel cage. We will also have the first ever Brickhouse Stampede. Come as you are, everybody ready for a fight. First person to escape the cage wins. We also have the House of Bricks Women's Championship will be on the line in the fatal 4-way melee match. It'll be the Suplex Sweetheart Isana defending against the Portuguese powerhouse Ariel, Nashoba Naira, and making her debut will be Roxanne Fury. We also wanted to make a special announcement while I was speaking with you. It hasn't been announced anywhere else. Being announced here, it's going to be a tag team match. It'll be the team of Jeb and Bub, the Juckets, as they take on former House of Bricks Southern New England champion 2 Buff and his partner, the Buff Dad, Buff Incorporated. We also have several wrestlers who will be in action. I'll give you another exclusive names. New England Hall of Famer, Sweet Scott Ashworth will be in attendance. Insane Dick Lane will be in action. Chad Epic and his initiative has made a blanket challenge to House of Bricks owner Brickhouse Baker to find 4 people and start a fight. It's going to be a night of action-packed wrestling, and none of us can wait.
And it's going to be a beautiful night, too. It's going to be right there on the water at the King Philip Yacht Club. It was fantastic last time. It looks like we're going to have great weather again this time around. It's just a great night to get out for some family-friendly entertainment. That's what's so good about House of Bricks, too. It's family-friendly entertainment, and it's affordable for families.
Yeah, all tickets $15. The proceeds going to benefit Michael Belcher and his family. And like you said, it's family-friendly entertainment. You're not, everybody can come. You're not going to hear a lot of foul language. You're not going to see gratuitous violence. You're going to see pro wrestling like it should be.
And all the tickets are going to be purchased at the door if people want to come to the event.
Yes, all tickets will be available at the gate. Gates open at 6 p.m. with the bell time of 7 p.m.
And and of course, I know the wrestlers, they like to bring some of their stuff to sell and sign autographs and pose for pictures with the kids. So, you'll have a chance to meet the wrestlers and get a chance to get your photos taken, get autographs, things like that.
Absolutely. Either before the show, after the show, during intermission, there'll be plenty of opportunities for that.
And then what do you think is probably, I know, from the stressful perspective of going through the putting it all together and, having to be the one to coordinate everything. But for you, what is probably your favorite part of getting back to work here on this?
The show being over? No.
I knew you were going to say that.
Everybody and knowing what we're doing the event for is always a good cause. And it makes the stress and the headaches worth it.
And because it is a big family reunion, even though, these wrestlers are seeing each other all the time out on the road, there's something different when everybody comes together for House of Bricks because it all comes back to, I think, Brickhouse. We got to give him some credit here. We got to give him his flowers. He's the guy that is really the glue of Southeastern Massachusetts wrestling.
No, I would actually venture to say 95% of us in this company would not be here without him. I know personally, I say it all the time, I owe that man, it's not even a wrestling debt, I owe him a life debt.
And I feel like, because he's always there for everybody, anybody, or whenever he asks everybody for help, they all want to come out and take part in an event like this.
Absolutely. I can speak from personal experience. When we started talking about this show in April, I was the first phone call he made to go, hey, do you want to do a show? And my answer was no. It was absolutely no. And then after about 3 minutes of talking with him, I went, yeah, okay, I get it. It's going to be fun no matter the headaches. It's going to be a great cause. It's going to be a great night of action. Why say no?
Absolutely. Hey, I think we have a phone call. Do you want to take a phone call from maybe a House of Bricks fan?
Absolutely. Love to hear from the fans.
All right, let's go to the phones. Good morning. You're on with House of Bricks executive producer Jordan Raposa.
Yeah, that was a great speech. I heard the last end of it. I think I'd like to be there and entertain the fans. But funny, I didn't get a phone call.
Oh, geez.
I didn't get an invitation. And I'm the champion of this company.
I figured, yeah.
Yeah, you figured.
Yeah, this is House of Bricks heavyweight champion, the Thunder from Down Under, Michael Foster, and I did notice that you weren't on the card, but I figured you were going to stick your nugget nose into the business of House of Bricks. So are you planning on showing up Saturday?
If you watch the promo, you're damn right I'm planning to show up. I think this is a slap in the face that I didn't get an invitation to the show. I am the House of Bricks. I'm the longest rating champion. I've held more title reigns than anybody else. I have the longest rating title reign in history. And you guys
cheated a whole bunch of times.
Cheating. Hey, listen, in this business, it's results driven. I get the job done. That's why people are angry at me. That's why people don't like me, because I get the job done when all you guys can't.
Well, George,
invited like this. You're all getting invited to the show. I'm coming to the show, and there's not a goddamn thing anybody can do to stop me.
Jordan,
you, Tim?
Hey, listen. Hold on. Jordan, I'm trying not to lose my cool here. Was there any particular reason why you didn't invite the Thunder from Down Under to this event?
I'd love to hear this, Jordan. I'd love to hear why I wasn't invited.
Well, if you let somebody speak, they'd be able to give you an answer. First of all, one, we couldn't get Captain Australia on the line, so your representatives weren't contacted. Second, you were invited. I'm sorry that you cannot see any type of email or message because you're so technologically unadvanced. You definitely were invited.
So it sounds like it's on you, Foster.
Yeah. Whenever I had my sabbaticals back to my homeland, how was I ever contacted to know to come back to these shows? I didn't just read them online. I know what's going on. You know, Tim, you've had a problem with me for 2.5, 3 years. That's back when we were wrestling, so who knows how long this feud's been going on. But I know you were trying to put this show on. You got the help from the boys, and, you know, you pulled a little favor. Hey, can you not invite Mike because he's a little uncomfortable to work with? And they probably said yes. Well, I'm sorry, but a House of Bricks show doesn't happen without the House of Bricks. And that's me.
Listen,
So, on this Saturday, I will be there, and I will take the show that is rightfully mine.
Listen, I'm not trying to keep you off a show. I don't care if you show up or not. You know who doesn't want you there are the House of Bricks fans, because they're so sick of your garbage. They're so sick of your tricks. They're tired of seeing your face. And, you know, I think the show automatically gets brought down in quality when you appear on the show. So I actually would be in support of them, maybe trying to keep you from getting to the King Philip Yacht Club altogether. But if you do get there, you're going to be in a steel cage, and it's going to be really hard for you to find a way to pull some of your tricks when you're trapped in a cage.
Listen here, what kind of match I'm in is going to be up to me. I'm the champ. I pull enough strings around the corner, all right? And as far as viewership goes, we went outside of our little home base area twice because of me. The owner of the King Philip's Yacht Club likes my work, was probably offended that I wasn't on the card, probably was the guy who phoned in to my people that are here to let me know that there's a show going on. So, you know what, Tim? You better treat me with a little bit of respect when you're there, because if not, I'm going to make an example out of you, what I think of all of the House of Brick fans that in this little area that have a problem with who I've been for my career.
Hey, listen, first of all, I give respect to those who show me respect, and for years you've disrespected me. Every other wrestler in House of Bricks I have no problem with. Even some of the biggest, baddest, nastiest people I have no problem with. You're the only one that I have an issue with, and it's because you constantly, for whatever reason, have an issue with me. No, see? Doesn't have anything to say. See?
I don't like authority. And I don't like authority who pushes their weight around that doesn't have anything to back it.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Like I said, I'm going to make an example out of you this Saturday.
I don't know if you watched my promo video, but I don't have the same weight to push around that I had before. I'm not the little fat chunky guy that you were pushing around before, and I'm not afraid to push back now. So if it'll make it easier for me to make an example out of you. It's going to make it a lot easier for me to make one out of you.
Oh, I'm shaking in my green boots.
Yeah, well, you should be, and don't try to come in under that mask either. We know that that's you. We know that that's you coming.
Australia is a great fan and a loyal supporter of the Mike Foster fan club. Do not disrespect the man who defended my honor when I was unfairly suspended.
Folks, he put on a mask.
Disrespectful to the respectful people in this business that have to wear a mask to protect their identity so they don't get ridiculed for standing up for the rightful champion, the Thunder from Down Under, Michael Foster.
Jordan, is House of Bricks Commissioner John Cena Sr. going to be at this event on Saturday?
I have it on the best authority that Commissioner Cena Sr. will be in attendance. And I can promise if Foster tries any of his tricks, Cena will be there to deal with him.
You know, I just ask one thing this time around. I don't want Commissioner Senior. I don't want him to step in if Foster starts anything with me. I don't want Brickhouse to step in. I don't want any of the wrestlers from the back to come in and step in. If he decides to start any trouble with me, I'm going to handle it this time.
Now, Tim, we in all fairness, you are the voice.
Let him do it, Jordan. Let him do it. This guy's talking this talk. Let him walk the walk.
I mean, what are you going to do? Fire me? House of Bricks isn't even really a company anymore. We're just putting on occasional shows for good causes. So you really can't fire me. You need me. You need me to help you with the promotion of it. I've got the platform here to give you to promote these great causes. So you know what? I think this time around, I've earned the chance to say I want to be able to stand up for myself this time around. I've gotten pushed around for the better part of a decade now by Foster. Enough is enough. It's time for a change, and yeah, that is a Nugget reference for you, Foster.
Right. You know, I've been hearing that chant for almost 3 decades. So
You're hearing it again on Saturday.
I'll disregard it like I do all the other peanut gallery comments. As far as John Cena Sr. goes, I have no problem with that man. I actually respect the Cena family. But I'll tell him this. If he steps into, he can be a part-time commissioner all he wants, and that's good for him. But if he steps in my way and tries to make an example out of me, pushing some kind of power around that he thinks he has, I'll make him retire faster than his kid's going to retire.
I think I'm looking forward to seeing him give you a nice AA on Saturday. Jordan, before we have
to send him to AA when I'm done with him.
Jordan, before we have to wrap this up and I have to go to a break, just remind everybody about the details of the event and what's happening.
Thanks, Tim. House of Bricks Pro Wrestling, Cage by the Bay, this Saturday night. King Philip Yacht Club, Fall River, Mass. Gates open 6 p.m., bell time 7. All tickets $15. For any more information, please check out our Facebook page, Facebook House of Bricks. Check out Turnbuckle TV on YouTube, and hopefully we can see all of our fans there. And unfortunately, I believe we'll see yourself and Michael Foster there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you Saturday, Foster.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
All right. I will see you guys on Saturday. All right.
Everybody come out and see the rightful champion, the person you want to come see, the Thunder from Down Under, Michael Foster.
All right. Have a good day, guys. All right. That is executive producer Jordan Raposa of House of Bricks Wrestling and the heavyweight champion, the Thunder from Down Under, Michael Foster. I got to take a break here. We'll be back.
All right. Now I think we're ready to get things underway. So let's... Yeah, the first time I've ever heard that. Get original. I'm out here because this whole show has been booked, promoted, without the champion of the House of Bricks, me, Mike Foster. And I know why. It's because this guy has a little bit of power behind the scenes. And for years he's had a beef with me because I won't play his little game. I don't play anybody's authority's game, for that matter. So, tonight, since I was ignored, I think, since the last time I was here, I went in the drink. Tonight, I'll put you in the drink. Come on. How about we just step out of the ring right now, put you right in. Come on. a saying. And Mr. Foster, I don't know where you come from down under, because there ain't a big enough septic tank to put you in. Whoa! But you know what? I'm going to use his words. You want some? Come, get some. If you think for 1 minute you're going to come out here on my watch and you're going to start mouthing off at Mr. Cash, well, Mr. Foster, guess who's in charge here tonight? Hey, listen here, pal. I don't have any problem with you. But if you don't mind your business and just start walking right now, there's going to be a big problem.
Okay. All right, you know what? I get it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of the man from down under? What do you think? What do you think? How about this? How about if we put the man down under? You know, I'm not going to stand here like a good friend of mine and say, "You're fired." No, I'm not going to do that. No. You know what I am going to do? Do you know what I am going to do?
What are you going to do?
First, let me see your belt, punk. And don't ever call me pal, because you ain't no friend of mine. You got that one straight? That's number one. Now, number two, how about this? Would you like to see some wrestling tonight? No problem. You know, I don't have a problem either. Mr. Cash, would you like to wrestle tonight?
Yeah.
Good. So you know what I think we're going to have tonight? I think we're going to have a good old-fashioned match between Mr. Foster and Mr. Cash. But you know what, Mr. Foster? Mr. Referee, come over here for a minute, would you please?
What are you going to do?
I'm putting the title on the line tonight. I am allowed to do anything I want. Now take that to the bank. You listen to me, son. Listen to me, son. It goes like this. You came out here and we gave all these people a kiss. You started looking at Mr. Cash. You said, "This ain't so." Well, listen, buddy. It's me that runs the show. So tonight you've got it. A match it'll be. And for the belt of all things. And I hope you kicked your ass for a 1, 2, 3.
You should have had
You don't have to apologize because what's going to happen later is going to make it all worth it. I'm totally fine. I cannot wait for that match later. One time, just everybody, give me a thank you, Cena, from Mr. John Cena Sr. All right, are you folks ready for another match? Are you ready for our House of Bricks Heavyweight Championship match? Come on, man.
this ring and see what happens.
I think we need a referee for this match.
Come on, man. Yeah. I want you as my referee. Oh, you want me? I like him. As much as I can like a referee.
Whoa.
I thought I liked you. What the hell is that?
Refs don't tuck in their shirts.
I wouldn't say it's a fix, Foster, but what I will say is I have no idea how to referee a match, so whatever happens, happens. I'm sorry.
That's money. No idea what down something. Oh, come on! Another referee. Calling for the bell. Michael Foster versus Cash Money and Tim Weisberg right now. Special guest referee. Where's credentials? Big running kick right there from Cash Money trying to get Foster. Foster goes to the outside. Running round and round he goes, playing a little cat and mouse, going to the inside, goes Cash Money. Foster immediately capitalizes. Mike Foster champion for a reason right now, trying to set up for a suplex. Cash Money hitting him with one. Cash Money firing up this House of Bricks card right now. Match made earlier tonight by the Commissioner Johnson Sr. Made official as that boot from Foster. Gone right over the road. Wow.
Oh, too easy. Oh, too easy for the champ.
Did you cheat though?
No.
But Cash Money right now capitalizing even harder right now against Mike Foster. We're talking about a 6-time heavyweight champion here in House of Bricks. Currently over 1,016 days for Foster. Capitalizing right off the rip, the thunder front down under. Oh, come on! Michael Foster taking matter into his own hands right now. We don't have a referee. He can do whatever he wants. Oh, Foster taking Tim right now. Oh, it looks like he is. Tim needs backup right now, but there's nobody there to save him. Oh, I've seen in the past what it's done to Foster right there.
Fans are surrounded and we can't really see much from this angle. Just waiting to listen to us.
Absolutely. Foster Cash Money going on right now. House of Bricks Championship on the line.
Spilling out to the outside. The referee, Tim Weisberg, has no control over this match. TJ Ruth is smartly running down the turn.
Foster had other intentions, taking Tim to the outside, literally.
I hear lots of screaming down there. I hope it wasn't Mike Foster drinking a drink.
Looks like it might be. We don't know yet. We don't have a monitor, but both competitors, I assume, giving it their all.
After years and years and years of putting up with your crap,
It's nice to see you finally all wet, just like I
think
thought
I heard
all
it from Super Fan Corey just said Foster's in the water.
What do you mean? He's in the bath?
It looks like it may be a different kind of bath.
Oh, no. Cash Money's back. He's not wet, so it wasn't him. I haven't seen Tim Weisberg yet. Hopefully it was him. Oh, there's Tim Weisberg. That means Mike Foster got thrown in the drink. Tim Weisberg is the referee, so he technically gets final say in whatever happens.
Oh, we're doing a count now. Here we go.
This is a fast count. This is a fast count.
You see a little bias going on. Ring the bell.
Wait a minute, though. That's exactly what I was just about to say. Tim Weisberg just told him it's a count-out decision. Therefore,
Cash Money hasn't heard that yet.